This is my review on Iron Man. So it's Iron Man 1. It's my review. I still think I don't like this one. It's bad. It's the most basic, by the book movie you think of. Plus, it's just boring with bad acting, with talented casting, especially Robert Downey as Iron Man. Perfect casting. Just he just looks nothing like Iron Man from the comics, Robert Downey Jr., except for the goatee. Because well, to be fair, he does look more like Hal Hughes than, Leonardo DiCaprio did when he played Hal Hughes. And why am I bringing this up? Well, because Hal Hughes is based off Hal Hughes inspired the Iron Man we see from the comics. The look and design. The Howard Hughes inspired Tony Stark's design. That's why he looks a little like Howard Hughes. There's a lot like Howard Hughes. If you look at what Howard Hughes looked like when he was young, and versus what he looks like versus what Tony Stark looks like in the comics, you just definitely see the resemblance. But I'm definitely think they did the right call hiring Robert Downey Jr. over Tom Cruise or Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, they were going to hire those guys over this guy, which is Robert Downey, which looks more like and acts more like Tony Stark from the comics. And, I don't know which is worse, that this could have been a good movie if they didn't cut all of the interesting scenes that were really risk takers at the time. Like seeing Iron Man get drunk, seeing Iron Man Iron getting drunk, and after after taking some serious battle damage, and me Pepper Potts the next morning, drinking drinking, because that is very similar to Tony Stark how he is in the comics. Yeah, he drinks a lot, but he has his heart in the right place. You're not really sure if this Tony Stark where his heart is, if it's in the right place and not this Tony Stark. He just seems kind of a dick. And yeah, I know Tony Stark in the comics is a dick, but he's a likable dick. This guy's just Donald Trump a dick, not Tony Stark dick. Throughout the entire film, free act structure, except maybe the last 15 minutes of the film, he feels like a Donald Trump Jr. This character. Everyone else seems pretty, which is very odd for Tony's character. Everyone else seems pretty more on par with the comic character. You just wish that anyone else was the main character except him, because you made Tony Stark too annoying. I don't know how it was possible, but maybe because he takes himself seriously and doesn't really joke at all, and very hardly cracks a. Maybe it's because he very rarely cracks a smile or a joke. So like the audience know he's just screwing with stuff. Because Tony Stark in the comics often cracked a smile on a joke. But he seems like, especially when he should be joking and cracking smiles most importantly when he should be cracking a smile and joking, is when he's Iron Man. Yeah, his head should be he should look like he has his head in the game, but part of the charm that Tony Stark has in the comic that he treats the game like it is a game of being an Iron Man. That's what made him so. That's one of the things that made him stood out from other heroes. But now we can't have fun in a superhero film. We just have to make him very serious. very serious, even that's not even close in his comic counterpart. But that's not even close to how the real Iron Man from the comics would act. Wouldn't have problem. Yeah, I wouldn't have problem if you're making this for the fans, but this is not made for the fans. This is made for the public, who will now be their first impersonation instead of an egotistic asshole who's sarcastic but has a heart of gold and a bit of a drunk. We will have bland, unrememberable, very serious Batman ripoff Tony Stark from 2008. Well, I do appreciate they changed it over the years. I'm definitely glad they changed it over the years, and that was definitely for the better, because this is just not good. I still think that this is I know it doesn't sound like I'm talking that much about this story, but what is there to talk about? The guy gets kidnapped by terrorists. He breaks out a new man, a Iron Man, and takes down terrorists. And next thing you know, a bad guy, his closest friend, one of his closest friends, is the bad guy that hired the terrorists to kidnap him. So he decides to take matters in his own hands. And next thing you know, this sounds like the most predictable plot you could ever put in cinema, and it's like, even in 2000, this was an overdone plot. I don't see how Ghost Rider was not liked, but this was beloved by everyone. How come Ghost Rider, that was a less predictable plot, and also Elektra and Aeon Flux, which had less predictable plot and took more risks than Iron Man, but yet Iron Man gets all the love and attention? Because people complained back then, oh, the plot's predictable. That was also the audience, but now these days, I doubt they would even care. Because who needs risky when you can just have safe and secure plot? And this would be one film if it was made today. It wouldn't be a success like it was back then. Because the reason why, because we have Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, who had more personality than Tony Stark in the first Iron Man movie, then you know that you're kind of screwed yourself. Well, it still definitely would. There's no doubt in my mind that this movie was made today. It would definitely make it just as much money as Captain Marvel, but it wouldn't be as much. Wouldn't really win over critics and audiences. I believe, because the acting's just so stiff at times. Most of the time, majority of the time, the acting feels very stiff. Oh, there's also one part I forgot to mention of the plot film. The twist when Iron Man reveals himself that he is Iron Man, and that's what won everyone over that scene. The scene when Nick Fury is ready to talk to Nick Fury about the Avengers Initiative protocol. And that's also what sold everyone on this film. When it's really just kind of a dud. It's as in sucks, as in lame. And yeah, that's the rest of the story, unless you were expecting something really different and amazing, then which you probably were, given how much hype this has gone in. And but no, I wasn't thrilled with this one, and I'm surprised the audience were thrilled with this. Look, I don't like the last Airbender movie at all. Not really at all. And they Sean's last Airbender from 2010. But I can remember that more than I can remember this film. I feel horrible I said that. So yeah, I honestly do not recommend you watch this film. I cannot recommend this to people. I just recommend you don't watch it. So yeah, I'm giving it a thumbs down. Yep. Oh, and all I gotta say about the CGI. The CGI I didn't thought was that great in the first Iron Man film. When it came on Tuesday, I thought I'd seen better CGI in other films than this. Because it wasn't... yeah, well, I mean, it's cool how they make the armor work and function. But but it doesn't look like it's real. It didn't look like it was actually there. It just looked like... it wasn't there. Well, they actually have how they show the armor function and how it gets in and out of it was cool to watch. The CGI just looked like garbage to me, and still looks like garbage. Like, I thought the first two Spider-Man films, I don't like them. I thought the CGI was better than that than was in this film. And those were from 2002 and 2004. This is from 2008. Shouldn't technology get better as time goes on? Well, I guess I wouldn't have a problem if the acting was good and the characters were likable and relatable most of all. I guess I can overlook these technology flaws if the characters feel likable and relatable, but they don't for me, especially Tony Stark. And did I tell you about the plot again? I think I did. I forgot about after reviewing the plot, looking back on a plot of the film, I completely forgot about it. The plot to this film. Bye.